How's it going, guys? We are back with a video here, and I haven't made a video like this in a little while, and just how to get good cards in NHL. This includes, you know, getting coins and all that good stuff. Just, this is if you're a new player mainly, I would say, but this can obviously work if you guys are just, you know, been playing Hut for a little while as well. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Let's hop into the video right now. Ways to get good cards in Hut, I would say, and people say right away that Hut's so pay to win and you can't get good cards. I think this year has actually been a decent amount of, you know, ways to get good cards quickly. And I'm going to show you guys one of the first ways to do it, and that's through moments. All right, mainly moments, I would say, is a huge way to get great cards. And yes, it can get frustrating for sure, but here's what I recommend. So say you're really brand new to the game and you haven't even done this. So you have your Halloween moments. You complete these moments. It's 3 different moments. You get all those collectibles. You are able to end up getting a 87 overall Claude Giroux Flashback Halloween card. It's a pretty solid card. 87 overall with 90 acceleration and speed. He's got playmaking forward, playmaking boost, quick draw, and then gold born leader. And yes, I know a lot of you guys probably, if you've been playing the game all year, this card is not possible to get anymore because you've probably made him and traded him in to the set for other events throughout the year. But if you're newer to the game, this card is certainly one that I don't think is that hard to get. I mean, just work through the moments, and if you can't finish the moments, guess what, guys? You could always just trade in some gold players to get the actual collectibles that are required for this card. We're in NES Flashback, so it's the same thing as Drew. You complete these 3 moments, you get enough collectibles to get the 90 overall Martin Necas card. Again, it is the NES Flashback. It is called right there, the NES Flashback. So do that, and you get this 90 overall Martin Necas card. Flashback card from the collection, so I can't look at him right now for some weird reason. Then the next one that you have is the Matthew Barzal style Icons Flashback. This one was a little bit more challenging. I did struggle with. I didn't actually complete all of them. I finished the first 2, but the last 2 stars I could not get on this one. But this card is absolutely fantastic here. 93 overall, and again, this is a card that you really should just try to grind for because it's absolutely worth it. So yes, it's a little bit tedious to do these things, but yes, you do get a card in the end. In fact, I still have this Matthew Barzal card, but he has 99 speed with speed boost, 97 acceleration. He's got gold wheels, born leader, elite edges, and third eye. I mean, this card is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, he really is a great card. Like, he actually is. And trust me, guys, it is worth the grind. I know you're going to get frustrated, probably going to break a few controllers, but it is worth it. I really believe that, guys. Taylor Hall one, which the only thing about this Taylor Hall one, guys, is a little bit more challenging because they don't have the Taylor Hall objectives anymore, so you actually cannot really complete this without having to trade in gold players. So this one's kind of not as good, but you still do get some collectibles towards it. And that does help, but you do not get enough collectibles to actually make the Taylor Hall. That's why I kind of don't want to really show too much about this, but it is a great card, the Taylor Hall. He does have 99 speed, but it's not as good as the previous ones. The next free card here is the Steve Eiserman one, though. Steve Eiserman, it's a decent amount. You have to do 5 different moments, but you do get enough collectibles to actually make the Steve Eiserman flashback to the NHL 20 MSP card that he had. So it's a very good card as well, and I definitely recommend doing it. 5'10", 185, 95 speed and acceleration, maxed out shot besides his wrist shot, which you can get pretty much close to max with sniper forward. So that's a very good thing. He's got born leader, quick draw, and elite edges. As I mentioned, just go for it, guys. There's no reason not to. Try to get these cards on your team. They're free cards. If you're new to the game, 94 overall cards for trying to finish moments. I understand if you're new can be kind of a struggle because maybe you're not so used to the game, but it's definitely worth grinding for. After that, the last flashback card you can get right now is this Sarah Nurse, 95 overall. So it's the same thing, though, as Eiserman. You complete 5 moments and you will receive 95 overall Sarah Nurse. It's a throwback to NHL 22 Spotlight event. And it's absolutely a great card. And as you can see right here, 95 overall. Yes, she's 5'8". I totally understand that. But 99 speed and acceleration. Great shot with shooting boost active as well. Give her sniper forward, unstoppable force, great ability to have on her card. Shrug it off, close quarters, relentless, and elite edges. I mean, this card is very good. I don't care what anyone says about her size. It's still a very amazing card, and I absolutely think these moments are just a great way to get cards. And I understand it's hard. I'm not here to tell you guys it's easy. It's not. But these cards are right there for you just to have to play the game and grind. Through objectives here, guys, I mean, there's some objectives that you do get just a ton of coins, and that's nice, but realistically, objectives, it's not a main way to get cards, but there's ways to get cards, and it's not too hard. So for example, you have your HUD Heroes one. So if you get hits with any HUD Hero Series 2 player, you get an 88 overall Bobby Olik. It takes 160 hits, but you can get like a very low overall HUD Heroes card, and that shouldn't take too long if you do on Squad Battles Rookie. If you look back here as well, if you played one singular game of Rivals, HUD Champs, or Squad Battles, you could receive an 88 overall Jamie Alexiak, and that card is very, very good, guys. He's 6'7" with 90 speed, so that could be a very nice card to use. Even if you don't want to use it, you could trade it in and turn it into more assets. And I think it's just a really, really nice way to just get some decent stuff. Rush as well. I don't really love Hot Rush, I'll be honest with you guys, but certainly there are things here that can be valuable. So you get Hot Rush collectibles, some gold players. So in the end, how many Rush collectibles do you get? So you get 7, 4, so 11. All right, and then some more as well. So you get about 20 Rush collectibles, it looks like. So that's a decent amount. And what you can do with that is you could turn those Rush collectibles into Diamond collectibles. And Diamond collectibles, really, the main thing you want to do with Diamond collectibles is probably turn them into either a player, which could be like a Power-Up player, or you could turn it into like certain packs, right? So to go and find out what you want to do with those sets, you have to go to the game mode sets, trade in those Hot Rush collectibles. So you want to turn them into diamonds. So say you get like 20, you can make at least 2 diamond collectibles, and that's every week. It updates Rush as well, so keep that in mind. So you get a few diamond collectibles. Say you wanna go after someone like Power-Up Wade Redden. That can only take you, maybe probably a week to really get 84 Power-Up Redden. And then if you really want to just go crazy, just open up the mini ultimate pack for diamond collectibles. All right, guys. So that's how much it'll cost. Of course, we have Rivals. I mean, I always gotta mention Rivals. I know people say, well, Henreek, of course, Rivals. Well, I like to always just make sure you guys remember. So Rivals, I'm in Division 1, so my rewards are going to look different than yours if you're in Division 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. That's the one thing you got to remember. But what you also have to know is I would always recommend taking untradeable rewards. Do not take tradable, and the reason why I say don't take tradable is because tradable, you just get, it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of taking tradable because you get less packs, right? And yes, I know you get collectibles, but it's just not the same. You get less. That's just the reality. You get 4 packs guaranteed here. You get 1 and collectibles. So you're going to get less regardless. And I just think that's really silly to take less stuff. And I just really don't recommend that at all. So no matter what, I would take that. If you're really desperate, take coins. But again, really don't recommend that either. I think that's also probably not the best choice. So it's just all up to you guys. But that's what I would recommend with Rivals. Champs is a tough one. I mean, just playing Champs to get a few collectibles. Like say you get like 5 wins, you get like 3 or 4 collectibles. I would really recommend when it comes to the HUD Champ sets, if you're really, trying to get a great team and you're trying to like load up and try to really build your team each and every week, definitely trade in your HUD Champs collectibles for Power-Up collectibles, because you're going to have a lot of Power-Up players and you're going to need those Power-Up collectibles to power up those Master Set player items that you have been working towards. I think it's silly to just kind of throw it on, an Ultimate Pack, for example. That's 4 Power-Up collectibles that could be upgrading a card of yours from a 88 to a 90, right? That's my mentality on the situation, at least. So for sure, I would absolutely do Champs, but do Power-Up collectibles for that set, all right? Battles always has to be mentioned as well. So Squad Battles, basically, guys, what I would say about Squad Battles is you really want to just take those collectibles. So I would say Elite 1 is the most ideal tier to be in. The problem is it is a little bit of a grind each and every week to get Elite 1. So I'd say at least shoot for Pro 1, get a decent amount of collectibles, at least like 10 or something like that. So I would say definitely Pro 1 is something to shoot for. Then with those Squad Battle collectibles, it's very similar. You can trade in for diamond collectibles if you want, but there's actually some decent packs you can actually trade in the Squad Battle section, at least those. So for example, you could make an NHL player pack here. You can make Jumbo Elite packs with 16 collectibles. So that's not too bad, at least. So that's something that I would consider for sure, though. Is another thing that at the end of the day, people will say it's not that great, but Power-Up icons. So right now, there's a lot of Power-Up icons that are at least like 90 and 91 overall, like they're unlocked tier. If you want a player and you're going to just guarantee get the guy you want, and it's not going to cost a ton, I recommend doing Power-Up icon sets. So for example, let's say you want Lidstrom, for example, guys. Say you want like Lidstrom. So for example, you have to do this set. You trade in 40 any gold players. You trade in any of those 40, and you get to choose your Lidstrom. You'll be at 84 overall, but you can power him up and get the card you want. Same thing with Paul Coffey. If you want Paul Coffey, guess what? You get him, bang, get up to 85. It only costs 25k or 1 power-up. You can get these cards and just simply power them up week by week. It comes back to the Hut Champs method, as I said, trading those collectibles for power-ups. But someone like Paul Coffey's all the way up to a 96 overall right now, and actually get 2 to each synergy too. That's really phenomenal. So, like I said, it just comes down to which way you want to get these cards, but it's just an absolutely great way to get cards guaranteed. Like, you're getting power up Coffee. You just have to, take the grind to actually upgrade him. Other ways, I mean, you can work the market, but working the market really requires a lot of work, and that work really is learning the market. And of course, depending on how many coins you have, it might not really be that helpful. So for me, 400k, I'd obviously put buy now, maximum at 400k, and then just put the overalls up that I want to search and try to snipe. And just try to buy low and sell higher. My best recommendation for this is to buy cards when people are, spending tons of money on packs, opening packs on reward days. And I would also recommend selling the cards overnight, typically on, Saturdays or Sundays, I would say. That's the best time to sell cards for their max values overnight, Eastern time I'm talking. So like midnight, list it up for like 8 hours, something like that. It'll probably be your best bet of selling cards. But all right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully some of these tips did help you guys out if you're trying to get a better team than Hut. I know some of you guys are going to say, well, Henreek, I've heard this video from you for, so many times. Well, I haven't made a video on how to get coins or anything like that in months at this point. So, hey, listen, haters, it's okay. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you get 3 E's. And I'll see you guys in the next video.